window illuminated, then another. Soon the eastern tower stood above the Don Valley, like vertical constellations suspended in snow. Fog moved between the buildings slowly. Balconies disappeared into winter haze. Laundry stiffened quietly in the cold. From the street below, the windows revealed fragments of private lives before closing again into distance. Inside one apartment, an elderly immigrant peeled an orange carefully beside a muted television. The scent of citrus entered the room, for no one in particular. Several floors higher, a university student sat before an open laptop without touching the keyboard. An untouched bowl of instant noodles had already gone cold beside his hand. Blue light drifted across his face like water moving over stone. Elsewhere, a child pressed her forehead against the glass and drew circles into the condensation before disappearing back into the apartment. The marks remained briefly, then faded. Toronto after dark rarely revealed itself through landmarks. The real city existed here. Someone reheating soup after a hospital shift. Someone translating immigration documents alone at midnight. Someone folding school uniforms beneath kitchen light, while snow accumulated silently above the parking lot. No music drifted from the towers, only ordinary sounds. Elevators rising through concrete shafts, pipes carrying heat behind walls, chairs moving softly across unseen floors. Far below, a bus crossed the intersection through slush and reflected light. 3 passengers sat beneath fluorescent silence, their faces appearing briefly in the moving window before darkness absorbed them again. One apartment near the top floor remained illuminated long after midnight. A figure crossed the room, slowly paused beside the glass, then stood there without moving. Distance alters human life quietly. Years disappear inside small routines. Boiling water for tea, sending money home, walking carefully across frozen sidewalks, pretending loneliness becomes easier with practice. Midnight deepened across the towers, one window after another faded into darkness, until only scattered lights remained against the storm. Snow continued falling over the eastern edge of the city. The finally illuminated windows hovered above the winter streets like fragile evidence that somewhere inside the cold and enormous night, human beings were still awake, still carrying memory, still protecting warmth with both hands.